Hey, somebody put in $10.
It's in God we trust.
Yes. How is everybody today? Graham, how are you? You look so pretty in pink. Nice to see you again. Yeah, how are you all doing? Phoebe, where's your accompany us today?
Where she is.
You don't know where she is. Your daughter? She lost her?
She said she's back.
Oh, she's been back. Okay. Anyway, it's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. How are you two doing? You know, Charles Fillmore, when he began, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, when they began Unity, one of the primary principles that they based the movement on was that every single person has the truth within them. And that means that you have the truth within you, the spiritual truth, the divine truth, the God consciousness within you to make decisions on how you want to live your life and how you want to be, the kind of personality you want to have, and the different objectives that you want to aspire to. It's all within you. And just because I'm the one standing up here on stage this morning and answering questions doesn't mean that I'm the one that has arrived or I'm the enlightened one. I am no different than all of you. I'm a fellow student on the path, searching for answers, sometimes finding them, sometimes continuing to search, but it's a wonderful, wonderful process of life that keeps us all moving forward. So this morning we're just going to answer a few questions that you have, and the ones that we don't have time to answer, we'll answer them throughout the week. They'll be posted on the website, or if you would like, you can call us up and we can send you a transcript of them. So I've asked Miss Heidi to join me. Since the last time I did this, somebody questioned as to whether I was really reading the question on the card or if it was one that I was making up in my head.
Do you think each person has only one soulmate?
Oh, boy.
Dr. Phil.
Actually, I do not believe that. And some of the answers that I get this morning are going to be from a personal basis and not from an absolute truth basis because there's many things we don't know. But I think that there is a realm of consciousness in which we can all find a sense of oneness with another person. And sometimes that soulmate takes years to unfold because we have to move through the different issues that we build up over a lifetime. But I think when we arrive to that place of true unconditional love and we find a compatibility with somebody, that person can become a soulmate, and there's absolutely no limitation to the number of soulmates we can have.
How does one cope with external events such as possible job loss, close to retirement age, and know that abundance will always be there?
Well, that is a good question. Prosperity, literally defined, means having whatever we desire to the degree that we wish. And our well-being isn't dependent upon anything else but peace of mind, a sense of harmony, and love in our lives. God will provide. Now, God doesn't provide with money, but God does provide with divine ideas. And I don't believe there's going to be a single person in this room that's ever going to move to a point that they get stuck and they cannot continue moving forward to their higher good. Sometimes it seems like we're stuck in a problem or a challenge, or we face devastating fears about the future, but life moves on. And no matter what happens in our lives, nothing can permanently impair our peace of mind and our sense of well-being.
This person got a lot out of their piece of paper. I think there's 4 questions. How many lives do we have? Who is Jesus Christ in this church? Where do you believe you go when you die? And what is the main purpose to life?
I think this is probably a leads into a series that will be continued for the next 3 weeks. First, how many lives do we have? Nobody knows. I could say what I believe, that life goes on. We know that the energy within us, the spirit within us, it never ever decreases. It never ever dissolves. It is eternal. It's been around for 14 billion years. It'll be around for another 14 billion years. That is the God energy, the God spirit within us. I also know this, that each and every one of us is never ever going to exist again in the bodily dress that we have now. When we move on, the spirit moves on, and the body is laid to rest. I believe that we do reincarnate someplace where I don't know, but there's another dimension beyond this one. And I also believe that we're able to communicate and come into contact with those people that we've loved previously. Who is Jesus Christ in this church? Jesus Christ is a teacher. He is a spiritual brother. He is a way shower. He is the one that lived up to the highest level of human potential that we know of. But we also recognize that there are other spiritual masters as well, some that Jesus learned from. There's many people believe that Jesus traveled to India and some other places where he studied Buddhism, and Buddha lived 500 years before him. So Jesus is an example of what we can do and how we can live, and he in his own words said that he was not the exception, that we all have this God power, this God presence, this potential within us. Where do you believe you go when you die? Someplace. Other than that, I have absolutely no idea. That, other than the fact it's someplace good. It's someplace good. And the last, what is the main purpose to life? And I believe that the main purpose of life is progressive, creative expression. And what I mean by that is that we all have potential. And when we creatively draw on that potential to progress forward to higher levels of love and higher levels of peace and higher levels of oneness with God, and that fulfills our purpose for being here. From a spiritual standpoint, I think the primary purpose for life is to treat other people the way we'd like to be treated. And when we master that, and we've mastered life.
What do you or Unity think about angels or guides and protectors?
I think that there is a spiritual energy, that angels exist, that guides exist, that protectors exist. I know there's been times when I've been facing incredible challenges, and a message has come to me that solves my problems and helps me move beyond my challenges. And it usually has a sense of wisdom to it that I feel was provided for me by somebody in the spiritual dimension that is watching over me.
The gentleman even that was with us at Silent Unity said he felt like a guardian, the man that was in our...
Pardon me?
That sense of the gentleman that was in our 9 o'clock class from Silent Unity said he felt like a guardian. Just praying with people. So,
well, a guardian is another issue. I think that we're all guardians. We're all here to help other people, to support other people in a spiritual way, to watch over them, just as a parent watches over their young children. We are here to be guardians for those people that we love, and that doesn't necessarily mean interfering in their lives, but it means always being there with our love. That's the only responsibility we have. For other people, we don't have responsibility of supporting them financially or solving their problems, but we do have the responsibility to always be there with an open heart and love them.